Hey, what's happening out there, everybody? Thanks for stopping by the channel. This is my review of Small Engine Repair, written and directed by John Pollono, who also stars in the film alongside Jon Bernthal Shea Whigham and Ciara Bravo. The story here follows three lifelong buddies in the events of a seemingly normal night that just absolutely spiral out of control when a secret is revealed that crushes each of these men and absolutely tests the bond of their friendship. Now, I was 100% intrigued by this movie after seeing the trailer. I think Bernthal and Whigham are just fantastic actors, and I really loved the emotionally driven performance that Ciara Bravo recently delivered in Cherry, but I will tell you guys, the trailer does frame this as being something a bit different than it actually was. It could have just been my interpretation, but the trailer kind of gave me the impression that this movie was going to rely heavily on tension and suspense. However, it was actually much more dramatically driven. It still does deliver its impact, but I was a little let down once I realized this was going to be a very dialogue-heavy progression with a focus much more on deep-seated emotion and decision-making. But don't get me wrong, this was still a movie I enjoyed watching. I think the cast had a great rapport with one another to definitely sell their friendships and just all the layers of history and drama that come with so many years together. It has a blue-collar vibe to it that I think does capture just a somber atmosphere that I think effectively complements the plot, and all of it together does set a nice mood while watching these characters kind of build the foundation to everything through their conversations. Yet something about it just seemed a little bit different while watching, and after doing some research, it turns out this is actually a film adaptation of a stage play, and that definitely makes a lot of sense after watching because you can see how it just has a stage play effect to it. So for that aspect, this was definitely an emotionally searing progression through a night that would certainly change the lives of all involved forever, and I did feel the stress of it all while watching, and it did keep me intrigued, and I did have a connection with all the characters. So with this movie, I would certainly say to temper your expectations just a tad. If you go in blind from seeing the trailer, you may be expecting something with a quicker pace and more frenetic situations. However, it does play out more like real-life scenarios and situations because viewing this movie does kind of have a fly-on-the-wall vibe to it, and I did enjoy that, but it does have a slow pace as it trudges through layers of conversation and banter between these friends. So yeah, it does feel like a capable film adaptation if that's what you're into, but for me it's also kind of just lacking some of the cinematic effects and styling that I was hoping for. I did enjoy the performances. There were many tense situations as emotions and feelings are being expressed and flying all over the place. The exploration of the consequences of one's actions does provide moments of compelling decision making that certainly had me lured in as well. However, the whole doesn't quite feel like it equals the sum of its parts. The finale on paper does make complete sense in terms of society, masculinity, social media, perception, and all of that stuff. However, for a movie on the big screen, it just comes off a little bit anticlimactic. So I'll give Small Engine Repair 70%. It does have its redeeming qualities. I would recommend this one if you are interested in the source material or you like stories like this that feel more realistic to normal life. But just be warned, it doesn't have all the moving pieces and the quicker pace of a studio flick. But overall, it does have some redeeming performances. Hope you guys enjoyed this review, and I'll catch you at the movies.